Why do we celebrate Black History Month? I'm glad you asked. Celebrating Black History Month reminds us all that Black History Month is our American history. Celebrating Black History Month creates awareness for all people. Celebrating Black History Month provides an opportunity to highlight the best of Black culture and history. Celebrating Black History Month allows us to honor and celebrate the historic leaders of the Black community and those whose shoulders we stand on.
A major figure in the history of jazz music, Duke Ellington's career spanned more than half a century, during which time he composed thousands of songs for the stage, screen, and contemporary songbook.
Charles Richard Drew was an American surgeon and medical researcher. He researched in the field of blood transfusions, developing improved techniques for blood storage, and applied his expert knowledge to developing large-scale blood banks early in World War II. This allowed medics to save thousands of lives of the Allied forces.
And today I will be talking to you guys about Dr. George R. Carruthers, who was an African-American astrophysicist and engineer, and was the principal engineer of a telescope that was actually sent to the moon as part of NASA's Apollo 16 mission in 1972. Dr. Carruthers' telescope was designed in an effort to examine the Earth's atmosphere alongside the composition of interstellar space. Dr. Carruthers, who built his first telescope when he was only 10 years old, had a singular focus on space science from an early age and spent virtually his entire career at the Naval Research Laboratory in Washington, D.C.
Barbara Charlene Jordan was an American lawyer, educator, and politician who was a leader in the civil rights movement. A Democrat, she was the first African-American elected to the Texas Senate after Reconstruction and the first Southern African-American woman elected to United States House of Representatives.
So who do you think of when you think of Black icons in music? And what genres stand out? I'll give you a second. I'm sure for many of you, the first that come to mind are the trending artists of today. Consider Kanye, Travis Scott, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Kendrick Lamar, and so many more. But these are only a few names, the names at the very top, household names. We all know the genre that I'm talking about too, hip-hop. Black history made hip-hop. But I feel like we all know that. I also feel like we all know about Michael Jackson, the king of pop, Bob Marley, the king of reggae, Tina Turner, the queen of rock and roll, and Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington, the co-kings of jazz and swing, which are other names that may have come to mind upon hearing my questions. But Black history also exists in a genre that I think we don't all know about, a genre that's been around for hundreds of years, a genre that I've played and performed for each of my 9 years on Landon's campus, a genre of music that has been composed by predominantly white male Europeans since the dawn of its existence, and I mean classical music. Today, Carrie Salisbury and I have the pleasure of sharing a piece with you all composed by Samuel Coleridge Taylor, a classical composer and violinist whose father was Creole, a tribe in Sierra Leone, West Africa, which interestingly is the same tribe my mother's side of my family is from, and whose mother was English. Mr. Coleridge Taylor led a life cut terribly short, 1875 to 1912, by pneumonia, but left an impressive legacy behind.
Our keynote speaker for today's assembly is Dr. Annie Brown. A true teacher, Dr. Brown has spent much of her life in higher education, researching and publishing in the areas of adolescent mental health, females and violence, child welfare, social welfare history, and international social work.
You at Landon will be the leaders of tomorrow. You will help make the policies that will guide our country. You will be the ones to provide a moral compass. And by your exploring Black history, as well as the history of other cultures and ethnic groups, you will be prepared to help the United States realize its motto, E pluribus unum. Again, thank you very much for inviting me.
Lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling seas.
Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won.
Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod. Felt in them days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed.
We have come over a way with tears have been watered. We have come treading our paths through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast.
God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, Thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path, we pray, lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee.
Lest our hearts drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land.